Welcome to my class Introduction. Class Standard 9, Subject Higher Mathematics, Chapter name Trigonometry, Exercise 8.1, Lecture 1. Today's lesson: to explain geometric and trigonometric angle, to determine the relation between degree and radian for measurement of angles, to describe and apply the formulae of length of circular arc in radian, geometric angle and trigonometric angle. Geometric angle: angles formed by the intersection of two straight lines at a point are known as geometric angle. A geometric angle is always restricted to lie between 0 degree and 360 degree. A geometric angle cannot be negative. As for example, two straight lines intersect at a point B. This is a geometric angle. Trigonometric angle: angle formed by a revolving straight line in a plane which undergoes in passing from its initial position about one of its fixed extremity as a center is known as trigonometric angle. Here one of the line that is a fixed line or initial line, and the angle revolve either this side or this side. If the angle revolve in anti-clockwise, that is positive angle, and clockwise that will be negative angle. As a result, that will be first quadrant, that will be second quadrant, that will be third quadrant, and that will be fourth quadrant. Clear? This is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. You have to remember. Positive and negative angle of trigonometry: angles which produced by the anti-clockwise revolution of a revolving straight line are considered positive angle, and which are produced by the clockwise revolution of the revolving line are considered negative angle. That's mean from here to here 140 degree, this is a positive angle that will be revolve anti-clockwise, and when from here to here revolving clockwise, this is a negative angle. From here to here minus 240 degree angle. Okay. Example 1: in which quadrant do the angle 430 degree and 545 degree lie? 430 degree mean 360 degree plus 70 degree. 360 degree mean 4 into 90 degree. That's mean fourth quadrant plus something. As total quadrant 4, so fourth quadrant plus something mean that will be first quadrant. That's mean 430 degree lie on first quadrant. Clear? This is a figure. That's mean start from here to here, this is 360 degree, and from here to here 70 degree. So from here to here 430 degree, and another that is a 545 degree. 545 degree mean 545 degree plus 5 degree. 545 40 mean 6 into 90 degree. That's mean 6 into 90 degree mean fourth quadrant, then fifth, then sixth. Fifth mean first quadrant, sixth means second quadrant. That's mean first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Again first quadrant, again second quadrant. That's mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the sixth quadrant. But sixth quadrant plus something mean here is 5 degree, so that will exceed second quadrant. 6 means second quadrant. Exceed second quadrant mean that will go third quadrant. That's mean 545 degree lies on third quadrant. Clear? Again follow here. Here 545 degree mean 540 plus 5 degree, but 540 degree means 6 into 90 degree plus 5 degree. 6 mean 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's mean second quadrant plus something mean that will be third quadrant. You have to remember always. Clear everyone? Another example, that is example number 2. In which quadrants do the angle minus 520 degree and minus 750 degree lie? As here is minus, so the angle revolve clockwise. Clockwise mean start from here and that will be revolve like this way. Okay, at first we have to calculate 520 degree. 520 degree and here 750 degree. Now follow 520 degree, as it is minus, so we will use here minus, no problem. 450 degree minus 70 degree, but 450 degree mean 5 into 90 degree. 5 into 90 degree mean number of right angle will be 5 minus 70 degree. Okay, again follow the previous picture. Here 5 mean we have to start from here. 1 2 3 4 5. That's mean this is a fourth quadrant. Minus something, that's mean that will also pass this quadrant. That means that will be lie on this quadrant. This quadrant will be the third quadrant, because quadrant start from here. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. But for negative angle we have to start from here. That's mean we have to start fourth quadrant. Okay, again follow, as there was 5 into 90 degrees, so 1 2 3 4 5 minus 70 degree. That's mean that is also pass this quadrant. That's mean minus 520 degree lies this quadrant. This quadrant means first, second, third. Clear? Similarly here also same condition. Okay, here also same. Again follow. This equal to, we can 8 into 90 degree. That's mean number of right angle 8. 8 means fourth quadrant minus 30 degree. Fourth quadrant minus 30. Now follow fourth quadrant. So we have to start from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's it, a first quadrant, but there is minus 30 degree, so that will be exceed this quadrant. So minus 750 degree lies fourth quadrant. Clear? Lies fourth quadrant. Okay, that's mean minus 750 degree lies in the fourth quadrant. Clear everyone? Assessment, you have to solve this number and this number. That's mean 330 degree, 535 degree, 777 degree and 1045 degree, and similarly we have to determine the quadrant and draw the pictures. Clear? Measurement of angles. Taking a right angle as basis, there are generally three systems of units used in trigonometry for the measurement of angle. 1 number sexagesimal unit, 2 number circular unit, 3 number centesimal unit. But in trigonometry, the units sexagesimal and circular are used mass. Sexagesimal unit here used 1 right angle, this equal to 90 degree, 1 degree this equal to 60 minute, 1 minute this equal to 60 second, that are unit for sexagesimal system. Circular unit, in this system the unit is radian. But what is radian? In any circle, the angle which an arc whose length is equal to the radius of the circle subtends at the center is called a radian, and it's denoted by 1 radian. Here 1 to the power 7 1 radian. That's mean radius equal arc produce a angle at a center. This is a radian. Clear? That's mean radius equal arc produce an angle at a center, that is a radian. You have to remember. If the unit of angle is not mentioned, it is considered radian. Some important propositions. Proposition 1. In any two circles, the ratios of circumferences and the respective diameters are equal. Follow the figure. Here is given two circles. One is small circle and another one is greater circle. Okay, but here is two triangle. One is ORD and O smaller d. Here ODC and O capital D capital C. Here also OCB or OCB. Here OBA or O small b small a. All are similar because this is common angle, and this are radius of this circle. Also this and this radius of this circle. As radius are equal, so this triangle and this triangle are isosceles triangle. So the angle opposite to the equal side are also equal. So this triangle and big, that's mean small triangle OAB and big triangle OAB are similar. If two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. Here corresponding sides mean AB by small ab, OA by capital O small a, and OB by capital O small b. But OB or OA, that is a radius of big circle, and that is capital R, and OA or OB, that is a radius of small circle. Okay. Similarly, we can say BC by small bc, this equal to R by small r, CD by small cd, this equal to R by small r. As right side are same, so others all will be equal. Okay. And if the ratio are equal or proportional, so after adding numerator of this side by this numerator and adding by denominator, this equal to R plus R plus R, as R is daughter, so infinite number of ratio will use, no problem. As there is 3 times, so we also here take 3 times. Small r plus small r plus small r, this equal to nr by small nr, and this cut r by r, and multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2, as a result here will be 2r, here small 2 into small r, and this is a diameter of big circle, and this is diameter of small circle. Clear? If n is sufficiently large, that is letting n tends to infinity, then a, b, b, c, c, d will be very small and seems to be minute hours of the circle. That's mean this is circumference of the outer circle p, and this is circumference of the inner circle small p. Therefore from 1 we get capital P. That's mean this equal to capital P, and this equal to small p. This equal to 2 r by 2 into small r. Now modify this equal to capital P divided by 2 capital R equal to small p by 2 into small r. That means circumference of the outer circle divided by diameter of the outer circle. Here circumference of the inner circle divided by diameter of the inner circle. Therefore, in any circle, the circumference bears a constant ratio to its diameter. Clear, everyone? Proposition: the ratio of the circumference and the diameter of a circle is a constant. This ratio is denoted by the Greek letter pi, which is an irrational number. The approximate value of pi 22 divided by 7 and up to 5 places of decimal point is 3.14159, which is used in practically. That's mean always we'll use pi is equal to 3.14159, or sometime we'll use 3.1416. That's mean pi is equal to ratio of circumference and diameter. That means circumference divided by diameter of same circle. Clear? Thus, if the circumference and the diameter are denoted by c and d respectively, we can say that the ratio is c divided by d. This is equal to pi, or c is equal to pi d. But d is equal to 2r, because d is the diameter. Diameter is equal to 2 into radius. As radius r, so this is equal to, will write 2 pi r. This is a circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. You have to remember. Okay. Another proposition: the measure of any angle in radian is expressed by the ratio of the arc of any circle subtending that angle at its center to the radius. Okay. That is angle. This is equal to arc divided by radius. Angle is equal to theta. This is equal to r s divided by r. That's mean the angle at the center, this equal to produced by the arc. That's mean the angle produced by the arc divided by radius. Okay. Or s is equal to r theta, we can also write, no problem. Proposition 3: the centered angle produced by any arc of a circle is proportional to its arc. That means center angle POB is proportional the arc PB. That means this angle produced by the arc PB. Okay. Proposition 4: radian is a constant angle. And so we know the definition of radian. Radian means the angle produced by the arc equal of its radius. That means angle POB is radian angle, because OP or OB and PB all are equal. That means PB, if PB and radius, that means either OP or OB or OA equal, then the angle produced by this arc, that's mean PB, this is a radian. That's mean angle POB, this is a radian. Clear? Here draw perpendicular OA upon the segment OB, which is radius. O intersect the circumference at A. Okay. So AB is 1/4 of total circumference, as this is the right angle, because O is perpendicular OB. So this is a right angle. As this is a right angle, so this arc divide the circumference equal 4 parts. Okay, so 1/4 of circumference. Circumference means 2 pi r. As a result, arc AB this equal to here 4 and 2 cut, that's mean pi r by 2. Again arc PB equal to radius r, because angle POB is a radian angle, is a radian, as is a radian angle, so PB and OB or OP or OA all are equal, all are radii of same circle. So this equal to, we can write, that's mean PB this equal to radius r. And we know corollary theory, angle mean angle POB and another angle AOB, that's mean this angle divided by this angle, this equal to this angle produced by the arc PB. So arc PB divided by arc AB, that's mean the ratio of angle this equal to the ratio of arc which is produced by the arc. Okay, that's mean the angle produced by the arc. Clear? Now putting the value here, angle POB this equal to arc PB by arc AB into angle AOB, but arc PB this equal to R, and this equal to, we have got pi r by 2, and angle AOB this equal to one right angle. Here R are cut and convert this equal to 2 divided by pi into right angle. So 2 this is constant, pi this is constant, right angle also constant, so this part is a constant, and this equal to angle POB, and angle POB is a radian angle. So this is this and these are equal, and this is constant, so radian is a constant angle. Clear? Constant means whose value are fixed. 2 fixed, pi is fixed, right angle also fixed, that's mean right angle is equal to 90 degree. Clear? Some more relations, that's mean radian is a constant angle, length of arc of a circle is S is equal to r theta, area of circle is equal to pi r square unit, area of circular segment r square theta divided by 2. By using this relation, we'll solve the problem. Okay, now follow the relation between the degree and radian measure. We know from proposition 4, 1 radian is equal to 2 by pi right angle, and 1 radian this and here C both are same, that's mean radian and this, that's mean 1 to the power C, that is synonym. You can write this form or this form, no problem, and this part same. Okay, therefore 1 right angle, as 2 by pi right angle this equal to 1 radian, so 1 right angle this equal to pi divided by 2 radian, that will be converted into left side. As a result, here will be pi divided by 2, as this is in the form multiplication. When convert this into right side, that will be divide. As a result, numerator will be denominator and denominator will be numerator. So 1 right angle this equal to pi by 2 radian. That's mean 1 right angle mean 90 degree this equal to pi by 2 radian. Therefore 1 degree this equal to pi by 180 radian. Okay. Here is 90 degree this equal to this mean 1 mean we have to divide this by 90 degree. As a result, here will be pi by 180 radian. Similar way, 1 radian this equal to 180 by pi degree. That's mean when we'll convert this into left side, that will be 180 divided by pi degree. Clear everyone? You have to remember this, otherwise math will be very difficult for you. So we'll practice more and more. Proposition 6, 1 degree this equal to pi by 180, and 1 radian this equal to 180 by pi degree. Observation 90 degree, this equal to 1 right angle, this equal to pi by 2 radian, or this equal to, we can write pi by 2 radian, or 180 degree, this equal to 2 right angle. That's mean taking this and this part by cross multiplication, 2 into 90 degree, this equal to 180 degree, and here will be pi mean 2 right angle, this equal to 2 right angle, pi also this equal to 2 right angle. That's mean 180 degree, this equal to 2 right angle, 2 right angle, this equal to pi. So pi also this equal to 2 right angles, or this equal to, we can write pi radian. This and this same. Okay. If d degree and a radian be the measurement of an angle is sexagesimal and circular system, then d degree this equal to d into pi by 180 radian, and pi by 180 radian, this equal to, we can write r radian, because this and this are equal. As this and this equal to, we can write this. Okay, so this equal to, we can also write r radian, because given condition d degree and r radian are same. Okay, and also d degree this equal to this radian. When we'll convert d degree as radian, that will be this. As this and this are equal, so this equal to, we can write this, that is d into this. That's mean we can cut in both side radian, because same degree, same unit, we can vanish, no problem. Therefore d divided by 180, this equal to r divided by pi. Okay, by using the previous relation, we can write 1 degree, this equal to pi by 180 radian. When we'll put instead of 1, we'll get here, instead of 1 is 30 degree, so right side will be 30 into pi by 180. As a result, 0 cut, 3 and 18 cut, that's mean pi by 6. Similarly, 45 degree equal to pi by 4, 60 degree equal to pi by 3. So you have to remember this relation, and like this way, 90 degree equal to pi by 2, 180 degree equal to pi radian, 360 degree equal to 2 pi radian. Okay, by applying this, you can find the value of degree in radian, no problem, or radian in degree. Okay, example 3, express this in radians and express this in degree, minute and seconds. Follow the solution. One number, here is given condition, as this convert into radian, so at first you have to this convert into degree. Okay, and 36 minute, this equal to, we can write 12 integer 36 by 6 minute, and this equal to, after calculating we'll get this, and this also equal to, will get 12 into 5 plus 3, this equal to 63 by 5. So this equal to, we can write 3 integer 63 divided by 5 into 60 degree, because here 60, that's mean 60 minute, this equal to 1 degree. So after dividing this by 60, will get degree. Similarly here also, as 60 second, this equal to 1 minute, so after dividing this by 60, will get minute. By calculating, we will get 13 integer 21 divided by 100, this equal to, will get this, that's mean 30 into 100 plus 21, this equal to 3021 divided by 100 degree. And by calculating this equal to pi by 180, because 1 degree equal to pi by 180 radian, Here is given relation. Now calculate this and this equal to, will get this. You can use calculator, no problem. Okay. Therefore, this is the required answer. Again, this convert into degree as this is the form in radian. So this convert into degree mean we have to multiply this by 180 by pi, because 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degree. Here is given relation. Now calculate. We'll get this. Here pi cut. This equal to, we will write this. You can use calculator or by dividing in separately, we'll get this result, no problem. So follow this. You can easily solve one number, exercise 8.1, and date of submission 28/3/2021, time 11 a.m. That's mean you have to solve properly my lecture, okay, the proposition and all the formulae, and also solve the problem one all. Okay, today after this, thank you to all everyone.